Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. This is one I was not expecting to make, but we're just having a little fun on the golf cart, and we hit a tree on the driver front tire, and we destroyed the tie rod. So now I'm fixing to pull the wheel off and see what it looks like. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. It looks a lot worse in person, so let's pull this wheel off. Oh wow. That tie rod is gone. I wonder if it got to the steering rack or something like that. I hope not. But maybe on these things it's not too big of a deal. Let's pull the other side off and see it. Well, there we go. This side might be a little bit affected as well. Though I think that's normal because, as you can see, the connector's right here, but the rack is right there. So it's got to kind of bend a little bit, but I do know for a fact that side is toast. We have to get another tie rod there. Oh, it's spinning on me. This part right here looks fine. It doesn't look bent. The hub, back up a little bit. The hub seems to be fine, so we're good there. It's just this part right here. All right, so I pulled off the tie rod over here and confirmed it was good on the right side. But the left side, we're definitely gonna need a new one. New inner and outer tie rod. All right, so I'm back again. It's the next day. I ordered a new tie rod for this side, of course. I mean, they're the same on either side. So I just ordered another tie rod. But you also remember the other part that was bent too. Well, I managed to fix it. Not absolutely perfect, but that don't really matter on this thing. This needs to be close enough. It definitely wasn't going to work the way it was before. We got the part finally. Let's real quickly put this on here. Alright guys, so we've run into a problem here. See, it won't quite reach. And that's because, yeah, you see that? How far bent in that is? That is where the steering rack is. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that steering rack is doing like this. It's higher on the left side than it is the right side. I must have hit that tree really hard for it to be like that. I wish I'd gotten it on video, but if I did, I'd have probably gotten hurt doing that with only one hand. So I can't even really remember what I filmed for you guys last time because it's been so long since I've recorded on this thing, so I'll just go over it again really quickly. Basically what happened was this tire hit a tree and it absolutely destroyed this inner tie rod right there, and I just replaced that not too long ago. But I was having a problem putting that on there when the steering rack was bolted on sideways like that because it wouldn't let me get that outer tie rod on there. So I had to unbolt the steering rack and put the tie rods on and then try to get the steering rack bolted in place. But apparently that's not working because the frame right here is still pretty bent, no matter how hard I hit with the hammer. And you can't do very much under this tight space. That metal is not getting any straighter. So I think the only thing to do is just to leave it like this. Obviously not going to leave it loose like that because that would be unsafe. But what I am going to do is buy longer bolts to go further down, and then we're going to take some nuts and tighten it. Hopefully that'll work. Alright, so I'm back again. It's the next day, and I got the parts from O'Reilly's. Not O'Reilly's, but Revelace Hardware. Got some nuts, bolts, and washers. I'm going to be putting these bolts on to hold the steering rack in place like I showed you guys yesterday. And the reason why the golf cart is right here is because I forgot that I had that unbolted. I thought I would drive the golf cart back to my car to get something, but I couldn't steer it, and I didn't know why until I looked under there and saw the steering rack was over there instead of over here where it needs to be. So it's going to stay right here. Hopefully I can get it on. Hopefully the steering rack won't be too hard to move. Alright, so we got it bolted on there nice and tight, even though you can't see it. Let's feel the steering. Oh yeah, that feels like normal. Although it turns a little bit sharper to the left than it does to the right for some crazy reason. Let's take it out for a test drive. It's not loose, thankfully. Feels as tight as it should. Oh wow, they got a fire going over there. So after test driving it for just a few feet, I can tell it's really bad off. Like the alignment's really bad. This is straight. And it doesn't have very good steering radius to the right, but it has very good steering radius to the left. I'm not sure why it turns so much further to the left than it does to the right. Let's see. I wonder if I could just adjust the alignment enough to where it'll be equal on both sides. Maybe that'll fix that problem. Let's find out. All right, so one alignment later, and it may not be exactly perfect, but that's close enough. That's a lot better than it was. So now it's time for a test drive again. Oh yeah. Man, it's great steering radius both ways. Let's try to go this way. Only thing about it is the steering wheel is a little bit harder to turn than it used to be. I think that's because the steering rack is lopsided, but other than that, I mean, look at the steering, it's completely straight. And it goes straight. That is awesome. It is finished. Yes. Now we can finally drive the golf cart again. That has been a major inconvenience not to have this thing. And that's that. I just need to give it a good wash now, but that will conclude this video. I hope I recorded enough footage because I'm not even sure what all I have recorded. I still need to edit this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. If you're stopping by for the first time and you want to see more videos of our equipment, trucks, cars, this thing, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.